Well, hello, beautiful people. Today we're going to be looking at the dev stream that happened this morning. First off, the devs confirmed that as of Season 2, we will be getting fleets. The point of these fleets is to be able to assign them to go and gather our pieces of 8. And I think this is going to be a major relief for all you guys out there because, yeah, that was starting to be kind of a pain in the ass to do that every single day. Now, what's next? They've also announced that all the boats, apart from the DOE, that's the only thing that's not going to be changed, but any small and medium ships will be able to be modified to reach level 12, or even 14, or whatever number becomes the highest level after that. The point is to allow different gameplays, to make people play every ship, and I think that's a really cool thing to do. They've also confirmed that they are working on weapons and furniture. The point is to try and not have a meta, because it's true that it's kind of boring if everybody's using the same weapons, especially for PvP. So what they're going to try and do is balance all the weapons so we can try and have different gameplay. So I think that's also really good. They confirmed again that large ships will be coming to Skull and Bones. Now, there is no ETA for that. We know that Season 2 will bring new ships. We don't know if it's going to be large ones, but it's something they're working on and they've always planned to bring to the game. So yeah, let's just be patient for that. They've also confirmed basically that the shoulder camera, or over-the-shoulder camera, is something they're looking into. So for people who don't know, it was the camera you had in Black Flag, where you see your character managing the wheel, and I think that was a really cool camera. To be honest, that would be my favorite to use in Skull and Bones if they add it, so fingers crossed that they do. They've also confirmed that they're working on the chat feature. The chat's not been it hasn't been available since the beginning that the game came out, but they are hopefully planning to release it or unlock it as of next week, because we're going to have the patch 1.3, which is going to be one of their next major patches. So hopefully chat will be back. And for those like myself who want to get the Platinum Trophy on PS5, you'll be able to do so. They are also working on notifications. They know that people are kind of annoyed with the amount of notifications we're getting and the way they are shown. So they're trying to change the UI and make it more user-friendly in terms of the way it looks. Big update that they are actually working on is the wind. So yes, I mean, the wind is kind of a pain because it changes all the time. It's a major thing when you're playing, you know, when you have like renegades in your back and you're trying to fight them. Yeah, being stuck because of the wind is kind of a bummer. So they're working on ideally reducing the amount of time that the wind will change position, and it's going to be more of a gradual thing. So the wind will obviously move, but a lot slower, and the effects will last longer. So that's also a really good update that is coming to the game. What else? They've spoken about clans and guilds, so obviously this is something that they've always planned to bring to the game. There is no, let's say, direct update on that. They're still working on it, so we don't know if it's going to come in Season 2 or Season 3. But again, something that we are, I mean, myself, I'm really looking forward to. In regards to the black market, a few things I said about it. The first one is that basically they're not going to do anything right now to the challenges. So when you turn on the PvP mode, that is not going to be changed right now, but they are looking into obviously doing some modifications so that it's, you know, easier to do, where you don't get let's say gangbanged by 7 or 8 other players. So that's something that we should hopefully see in an update at some point. Well, they did confirm, is the Cutthroat event, where they will basically people won't be able to teleport anymore or fast travel, which I think is like really needed, because the last thing we want is traveling, you know, like 10 kilometers and have someone just spawn at the arrival place and kill you there. So that is something that they're working on. In terms of the what's the name again? The leaderboards. Big news. They are going to be changing the leaderboard rewards for at least for this season. So instead of the first well, let's say the top 8 players, they're going to be changing it to the whole amount, well, the whole diamond division. So anyone who manages to reach the diamond division for pieces of 8 will be able to get the nice loot, which is, you know, a bunch of skins. So yeah, kudos on the devs for doing that. Another big, really big improvement that is coming to the game too is being able to sell items directly from your inventory. So no more traveling to merchants, no more having to go and see Skurlock or Ramna. You'll be able to sell everything from your inventory. We don't know how it's going to work yet, but I did confirm it, so hopefully we get that within Season 2 or maybe even before. Some of the updates I'm mentioning will be coming, and you know, like before the start of Season 2, but they haven't confirmed everything on that. Let's see. Yes, chests. This is one of my favorite things that they said about today. Chests will now be able to be opened in one go. No more opening one silver chest at a time, especially when you get 200 or 300, you know. So yeah, that will be coming next week as of the patch going live. So next Tuesday, technically, we should be able to open, you know, the amount of chests that you want to open. So that is, again, one major and awesome update coming to us. Let's see. In terms of the season, they are planning to bring a new boss at the end of the season, which will be, again, La Peste. So, you know, it's the same guy we're fighting right now, but it will be a proper boss. So apparently it's going to be a lot more difficult to kill and, well, more fun. So yeah, looking forward to that. I think, you know, it's something we need to have more instances, more bosses. It is something they're working on. They actually said that in terms of like sea creatures, they'll be adding a lot more in the future. We might be able to see more of them, you know, let's say as we're sailing. So that will be awesome. They've also confirmed that the north part of the map will be opening. Obviously not now, but it is something they're looking at in terms of the lore and, you know, bringing more story to the game. So let's look forward to that. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, but when you look at your trade routes, 2 of them are actually going outside of the map. One is going towards Europe, which might mean it will fight the British army, and the other one is going towards Asia, so maybe like Japan or China. So yeah, looking forward to get more, let's say, more variety in terms of pirates and ships. Going back to the black market, another awesome update that will be coming to us is the possibility to what they called, and I quote, top up your manufacturers. Because at the moment it's really annoying, you know, let's say you have a level 4 manufacturer, you want to, you know, pay some silver to make it work. It's going to produce for, let's say, 4 hours, but then you upgrade it to level 7 and you can't push it to level 10. Obviously you're going to be going to bed, you know, you can't do anything, and you know you're wasting that time. So what they're looking at doing is allow us to top up the manufacturer so that if you upgrade it and you want to top it up for, you know, 10 hours, then you can. So yeah, another great thing coming to the game. And I think, yeah, a few more things, sorry. One of them is that they are looking into increasing the server capacity. Obviously that will depend on, you know, on the stability of the servers, because there's no point increasing the amount of players in the server if it's going to be lagging and freezing the game. But it is something they'd like to do, and I think it would be just great to have, I mean, even 100 ships would be awesome, you know, just like full-on naval warfare with like clans and teams just fighting on. Because yes, another thing I didn't mention, they're going to be adding something in the near future where you can toggle on PvP. And what I mean by that, and I think this is going to be awesome, is that if you want to be PvPing all the time, you'll be able to toggle on that option and just go and PvP. So anyone with that, you know, switched on can PvP all the time. So obviously it won't be, you know, free for all where someone who doesn't want to PvP will get PvP'd, but at least people who want to PvP all the time, they can just flag themselves and they'll be able to do that. So yeah, that's another awesome thing for the PvP community. And the last thing they mentioned, well, actually a couple more things. One of them is about people asking if you could change the skin of items, and it's not something they're looking to do at the moment, because the reasoning is also kind of linked to PvP, is that if you're using Black Prince, They want you to be able to know, okay, that guy's wearing black prints, he's protected against explosion, water damage, fire. And if if you can change the skin, then it's going to make it kind of unfair in PvP. So that's why they're not allowing people to do that right now. They're trying to find a way to help us do it, but I understand the logic behind it. And the last thing that was mentioned is the fact that they're going to be adding more chances. So I think that's that's a cool little feature. You're going to be able to hopefully change your first mate, so either change the person or change their appearance, so that's really cool. And people were asking if they were going to add the Hippo nuggets. I don't know what they meant by that, but it's apparently like either an Easter egg or something to give you a buff in the game. I don't know if it was available in the closed beta. If any of you guys know, let me know in the comments down below, but it's also something that they were discussing. But yeah, those were all the updates or things I spoke about this morning, and I think it's great. Loads of good things coming to the game. I really enjoy it, even though a lot of things have changed since the announcements a few years ago and playing Black Flag. Yeah, it's not the same, but I'm still enjoying myself. I hope you guys are too. And yeah, let me know in the comments below what you're thinking about the updates. Are you looking forward to them? In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed the game. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video.